Hello, patrons. It's Saturday, June 10th, the first day of E3, and this is your Cup of Jones. Hello, everyone. Happy E3. I am Brandon Jones. This is a pre-E3 Cup of Jones that I promised at least one of these before all of the E3 madness was going to kick off. It is the night before. Technically, it is the day of the first day of E3, and everything is locked down. I was going to maybe do a custom setup, but I don't want to touch the camera, so I'm just here set up for our streaming setup for E3 2017 here at EZA HQ. And there's lots of new fun things to talk about, different ways we're going to be doing E3 this year if you haven't already heard. But there's one that you might have already noticed that is directly behind me, and that is our desk. Last year, we rented a really big desk that I had to rent a truck to go pick up. And had to rent a truck to go return, and it was a big unwieldy thing that was just like very executive level. We put lots of chips on that thing, and it was kind of shaped incorrectly, but it was a lot of fun, and it was fun to get just kind of like a big thing and make a big deal out of E3. But this year, not only did I want to get something possibly custom built for E3, but I wanted to get something that we could use for a while. That would be the new Easy Allies desk. So, ladies and gentlemen, the new Easy Allies desk. The Easy Allies desk was constructed by the Bow and Harrow Workshop. So that is Bow, B-O-W, and A-N-D, Harrow, H-A-R-R-O-W Workshop. I'm a big fan of archers and the ranged arts, and so couldn't back down from the Bow and Harrow Workshop. Bow and Harrow is a small workshop with big ambitions located in Burbank, California. Building everything from hardwood cutting boards to theatrical scenery, Bow and Harrow strives to bring the client's vision to life. And I was the client, this was my vision, and is brought to life. Thank you so much to Michael Kozachenko, who actually put me in touch with the Bow and Harrow Workshop and who helped design the desk. And here it is, and it just looks like an old desk. There's no like fancy lighting or anything. There's not like a television in it. Like it's not made of glass like it was back into like the GT days. But it is portable. It is light. It is more of a stage desk, and the back actually flips down and latches, and so we can just put that up against the wall so it doesn't take up a lot of space. And so we're going to be making some furniture adjustments here in the garage in EZA HQ. But we have our own desk, and we're going to be recording the Easy Allies podcast on that live, along with Frame Trap and other shows. But looking forward to recording the podcast on that next week, and be sitting at a desk and not just kind of uncomfortably like sitting at a couch, which in some ways, couches are comfortable, but for a podcast, it's going to be really nice to just be like back at a semicircular forum with the guys and being able to look them in the eyes and talk about games. So hopefully we're going to kick that off. And, this doesn't necessarily have to be the end-all be-all of desks. I am into, other people building desks. Consider this Mark 1 if this, the desk was Iron Man. And it'll be really exciting to see how our stage and how our setup evolves. But here it is, E3 2017. So let's get into specifics. So tomorrow, we're kicking off our coverage with the EA press conference. I'm going to be at the EA press conference. I'm actually going to also be at the Sony press conference and the Microsoft press conference, and I'm going to be at other events. I'm not going to be around for Nintendo because I have appointments downtown at E3, and I'm not going to be around for some stuff on Sunday because I have another appointment. So, unless you heard, and this is the last time I'm going to say this, apologies if I'm a broken record, I'm just excited about it. I'm an E3 judge this year, and that means that I need to check out as much stuff as I can. I need to, converse with the other allies and come up with the official Easy Allies vote on what are the best games of E3 in their respective categories. And so it's been really exciting to go to Judges Week a month ago, but also to get lots of exclusive access at these press events and to get a lot of great opportunities to meet some cool people and play some cool games before the people do, and bring all of that information to you. And so I'm going to be producing episodes that I believe will probably go live Monday, either tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday, in place of me being here, that just kind of wrap up a lot of the stuff that I have already seen, games that I can already pass judgment on, games whose embargoes have already lifted, and who now it's free reign to let you know all the cool stuff that's happening at E3. But way more exciting than what I'm doing is the fact that, we are still 9 strong, and all 9 of us are going to be going to E3 and checking out all the games and hanging out here and talking about them. And so, while I will not be here in person for a lot of our E3 live coverage, I will be here in spirit, I will be in chat, and I will be checking out cool stuff to hopefully come back here and report on it. Let's see if there's anything else specifically that I missed. So we didn't hit Trailer Jones. So when we last spoke, I was a little bit skeptical that we were going to hit Trailer Jones. We got just underneath it. We did hit Box Peak, and Kyle obviously is caught up in E3 madness right now, but when E3 is over, we will begin in earnest the production of Season 1 of Box Peak. 45K is still the elusive goal, which we are currently sitting at above on Patreon.com. Thank you so much to our wonderful patrons. Hopefully we stay above that, but I'm also talking with some of our specific sponsors to talk about maybe just making sure that Trailer Jones definitely does happen in the month of July, so we can just kick it off and start scoring trailers, because it needs to happen. It needs to happen so bad that we are actually going to do an episode of Trailer Jones Thursday night after our episode of Frame Trap. I have no idea when Frame Trap's going to wrap up. I don't know when Frame Trap's going to start, and I don't know what trailers we're going to score, because obviously a lot of the stuff hasn't come out yet. But we're gonna try our first. I'm gonna see if I can get a logo together and a theme, and just do a pilot of what Trailer Jones could look like. And so it's gonna be fun to sit down with Mr. Kyle Bossman and Daniel Bloodworth, score trailers again. It's gonna be so much fun going to E3. And I just want to say a couple things. First, thank you so much for your support of Easy Allies. I know I talked about this. I wrote a letter on Patreon talking about how grateful I was to be accepted as a judge this year, and to get the access that I have, but also just get so many great opportunities to go and meet a lot of exciting people that are also in this business, that are doing the same stuff that we are, and learn from them, and just meet them, and just find out what they're all about. And that's always been fantastic. And so this has opened a lot of doors for us, being this involved in E3 this year. It has definitely escalated our coverage beyond what we were capable of doing last year. And it's because we have not only been supported this entire time in between E3s, but our growth has been absolutely incredible, to the point that right before E3 2017, our second E3, only our second E3 as Easy Allies, that we are possibly about to cross a level where we're going to go out and start looking for an office, start looking for a permanent stage to set up shop, and then hopefully produce content forever. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But one thing at a time. So the other thing that's exciting about E3, and one thing I would do just like a little bit of an editorial to make this less of just like, hey, have a wonderful E3 episode of Cup of Jones. And that is whether, we bump into each other at E3. It was just a Kind of Funny Live 3, and I had some fun with some fans. Some people recognized me, some people didn't. It was fun to it's fun to separate a friend group, you find 3 or 4 friends, and one person recognizes the other 3 people are like, huh? And then that person has to explain in front of you who you are, and you're like, okay, I don't want to stop your conversation, but it's wonderful to see you. Got wonderful reactions from people at Kind of Funny Live 3, but definitely got some messages from people that were nervous to approach me and that were nervous to talk to me. And I thought about this a lot after we had our 1-year anniversary, after we did Easy Allies in concert, because I was so nervous putting Easy Allies in concert on. And a lot of people were nervous coming out and meeting the other allies meaning other people in our community. Our community just came out and, had more fun than we did that week putting all this stuff together, because they were just running around and, in a lot of instances, meeting each other in person for the first time. And so, long story short, I think it amuses me that, here I am approaching E3. I got butterflies in my stomach. I'm nervous tomorrow. I'm nervous about what all the publishers and developers are going to do. I'm nervous that I'm going to get to everything on time, that I'm not going to forget any appointments, that I'll be able to retain all of the important information, that the power doesn't go out. Please, I hope the power doesn't go out. There's a million things that I could possibly freak out about. And then I listen to our audience, whether I'm just looking at Twitch chat or whether I'm following people on Twitter, or I'm reading our forums, or reading comments or videos on YouTube. And a lot of people are nervous too. They're nervous about going to E3 for the first time. A lot of people, this will be their first E3. They'll drop a couple $100s because they absolutely have to go. And to anybody in our audience, to any of our paying patrons that are buying tickets to go to E3, and it is your first E3 this year, good luck. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful time. Remember to drink lots of water. Remember to really understand the difference between South Hall and West Hall, just so you can know where you are at all times. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a very large influx of people, and so it's going to be interesting to see where we all go and where we're all going to end up. But if you're nervous going into E3 and I'm nervous going into E3, I hope that we get to some point within Easy Allies where we're not nervous anymore, and whether us knowing that we're all going to be in the same place actually kind of emboldens us and gives us strength and gives us courage. Because it's funny to me, when I'm nervous about performing and you're nervous about, attending, and we're just both nervous about things. And I just wish we both had the ability to just calm down and just enjoy it. So that is my wish to you and to our audience and to our patrons this E3, that if you are not able to attend, hopefully you can attend in the future, and hopefully you enjoy our coverage. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much for joining the conversation on Twitch. Thank you so much for, being a part of our viewership. And if you can make it to E3, I hope you have a wonderful and safe and magical E3. But to everybody around the world and to everybody that's supporting us in many ways, thank you so much for everything from this last E3 to this E3. I hope everything goes off without a hitch. If things go well, I should be able to sneak in maybe right on the end of a couple of our live streams. But in case I don't see you again for a while, thank you so much for giving me the chance to go out and meet some people and go spread the gospel of love and respect and Easy Allies. And just if there's one person at one party who's like, oh yeah, I thought that GT thing closed down, and I'm like, yeah, but we did another thing, and it's a really great thing. And they're like, that's a great thing. I'm happy I know about that thing. I'm like, hey, mission accomplished. So hopefully 8 people are enough to entertain you. Hopefully you have a wonderful E3, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Cheers.